I'm on a rescue mission. It bothered me, my tomatoes yesterday that are at the allotment, so I've just nipped down here now. I'm going to take them up. I'm going to take them home. I'm going to try and rescue them. They were my biggest plants, those. The Crimson Crush. And they're a blight resistant variety. But they looked absolutely terrible. So I'm a bit worried because the weather's so unpredictable at the moment. I'm going to take them up and I'm taking them home. And I'm going to put them, I've got some coffee bean sacks, so I'm going to put them in that and put them in the garden. See, look at them. I'm going to have to rescue them. I can't leave them like that. And then those over there, when I come up in a couple of days, I'm going to move them into my polytunnel because they look ill. So yeah, let's dig these up and take them home, and I'll trim some of the leaves off and then keep fingers crossed to see if I can revive them. But yeah, I'm not sure about them. They're definitely not going home, but these can. So let's do that. Right, I've rescued them. They're there. So I'm going to give them a feed, and then I'll keep you updated on how they get on. Right, I'm back at the allotment again. It's a bit of a mixed bag, this video, because I'll be doing some stuff at home as well. So I'm going to harvest a bag of potatoes this afternoon. Potato reveal. Anyway, yeah, I've only come up for about an hour today. I'm going to do a little quick weed to keep on top of it, and I'm going to reposition those tomatoes before they get any more damaged. I'll see if I can save them, but I don't know whether I'm going to be able to. One of them looks like it's dead already. So that's my plan for here. I'm going to have a look round, might give you a little update, but then I'm going home and I'm going to harvest a bag of spuds, see how we've done on that, because it's ready. And I've just noticed there, if you can see in that bed there's an onion that's flopped over, so that's ready, so I'll take that up. So I've got a little harvest here as well, but yeah, we'll have a look. Right, so quick update. I'll take you round first so you can have a quick update and see how things are getting on. Got plenty of broad beans. They're developing, they're not ready yet, so we've got lots of those growing. Plants are still healthy and nice, and there's loads of those, so they're not far away. Onions, my onion bed's doing great. They're all starting to bulb up nicely. Trevor's in the way today, and I forgot my microphone, so I hope you can hear me. Yeah, so still got radish in the middle, but they don't really look like they're doing anything. Wow, oh wait, that looks like one. I'm pulling it up before it gets there. I've got a little radish. Yeah, so the onions are all bulbing up great there. Beetroot that I planted, they're all coming up. So I'll get all these little weeds out today. Onions in this bed, I'm going to be flopping over, so I'm just going to take them up because I need this bed. So they're only little, but I'll take them up anyway. Those are still doing all right, if you can see. The leaves in the middle aren't getting munched. That's the most important part. So they're still going. I think they're Romanesco. They're doing okay. These that are being munched here, you can see, they're kohlrabi. But they're still going. Because it's so wet, the slugs have just been rife with everybody. So you know what, I'm taking comfort in the fact that everybody's had the same problem this year. I've noticed that I've got flowers on my chickpeas, so that's positive as well. And you're supposed to be going up there. These are climbing now. The beans, look how battered they are though. This is what I'm saying about sowing some more. I am going to sow some more beans, but I think they might be alright, but they look really battered. They've really got it down here. Right, 8-ball courgettes. They're developing nicely. Yeah, they don't look too great there. Might nip them off, I will do. Take them off. Yeah, they're not doing that fantastic because of the weather again, because these are, I might snip them leaves off now, I'll trim them and tidy them up. The onions are doing, I just might as well plant onions. They do great. And the pumpkins have survived. Yay, look. Happy. They've survived. Let's have a look in here. Oh, yes. Yep, they're still alive. Something's had a bit of a munch on that one, but they're still going. These are the mystery brassicas. I don't know what they are. I'm going to put my tomato plants, I'll show you which ones I'm going to take up, and they're going to go in here. I'm going to try and rescue them. Lottie beans, they seem to be doing much better, but they still look a bit weathered. From next weekend, or this coming weekend, the weather in the UK is supposed to get hotter. As soon as the hotter weather comes, then all these plants should sort themselves out, because there's some nice green leaves on the middle of that butternut squash, but it looks really pale. So I'm going to give all my squash plants a feed today with seaweed, liquid seaweed. My sunflowers still growing at the back there, which is good. Some sweet peas up this fence, and they're growing. Just thought it might look nice, but I did put a lot there, so a few have survived. They're just standard onions in the middle. They were seed onions. I can't remember what they were. I think they were Ailsa Craig. Yeah, I think they were. These are the sprouts. So that's gone to seed. That's because of the cold weather, hot weather, cold weather, so they haven't survived. But they're doing alright. They're the red, I think they're called Red Bull Brussels sprouts. Then at the back there we've got kale. We've got curly kale and Cavolo Nero kale in there. Exhibition onions, these are doing great. They're getting nice healthy stems on them, but they like cold weather onions, so it's not going to be a massive drama for these. But they look really, really good. I'm really pleased with them. So I sown them from seed in January. They're doing all right. My dill looks a bit thin at the back, and these tomatoes here, look how dreadful they are. So I'm going to have a close look at them, and I'm going to take them out, or else they're going to get blight, and that'll be it. They'll be gone then. So they don't tomato plants don't. This is a reason we don't grow tomato plants in the UK outside, is because the weather fluctuates that much. It's just such a tricky situation. if you're growing tomato plants outside, they need to be sheltered, they need to be in a sheltered area, and my advice is to do them in tubs, and then if it's really bad weather you can take them indoors, just if it's overnight, even just for a couple of nights, and then put them back out again, because they don't like being wet. This is what happens when the leaves get wet all the time. They just change colour and they just look absolutely, just look diseased. They look like they're going to die. So they're under severe stress. So I'm going to take them out. I will show you the other tomato plants when I get home, and they're looking much better this morning. So I've had them home for 2 days, and they're looking much better. But these are coming out today and they're going in the polytunnel. Where I did the evacuation of the other tomato plants, I've just noticed they're doing alright. They've bounced back, but they've been eaten on that side, the beans. So at the back there are leeks, mixed in with some weeds. So I'll sort them out later. Bolted spinach there, and these are my peas, so I've got plenty of pods going. These are ambassador peas. These have struggled a bit as well because of the weather, but they're doing alright. I'm getting to, at least I'll have a little crop off them, so I might sow some more peas at home as well in the next few days. And these are the black peas. So this variety are called Carlin peas. So that's those. Here we've got parsnips. They're all coming up. And red onions in the middle. And they do not look well. So I don't know how we're going to go on with them, but I'll give it a weed and I'll leave them. Broad beans on this side. I don't even think we've got any pods on there yet. Oh yeah, we have there. These are only going to be little, these. This is a different variety. And guess what? I can't remember what they're called. So I have got pods there. Yeah, there's nothing in them, so wait. Ooh. So when you squeeze them, you can see there's no beans. The beans haven't developed yet. More parsnips there, coming up. And these are my corn. They're still surviving, they're still trying. These are a multicoloured corn, they're called glass corn, and they're a multicoloured cob. But they're still trying. Hopefully when it gets warmer, they're not dying anyway, so that's good. So this is the giant pumpkin. And if you look right in the middle, there's a leaf developing, so it just might survive that. And that one's died over the corner there. But you know, when I planted it, I think I broke it, so I think that might be my fault. And them two are looking alright, and they're getting bigger as well, so I'm happy with them. These are in manure though here, and I've given them a feed, so I'll feed them again today. Shallots. They're all still okay. And these are part of the mystery brassicas, I think. They look like these, purple sprouting broccoli. That's what I think these are. But I can move them around, so there's no drama with that. And the celery's going darker again, so that's good. The lettuce looks like it's near enough munched. If it don't get warmer, that's not going to survive. Right, so let's get them onions up, and then I'll have a weed, and then I'll probably see you back home. So it's only like a little short video here. So I'll do a bit of weeding, I'll get them onions up, I'll move them tomatoes, and then I'm off. I'm not staying long today because I've got stuff that I need to do at home. And it's a car show in our area tomorrow, so I'm definitely not coming up tomorrow. It'll be a full day out. I'm just hoping the weather stays nice for it. Right, so let's get going. with those. They're alright, aren't they? You can eat the stalks as well, so apart from the yellow ones, we'll eat all the stalks. You know, like spring onions, if you chop them up and just put them in your salads, you can eat all that. So all of that will be eaten apart from these little things. So yeah, I'm quite chuffed with that. So last year, I hope you can hear me while I waffle here, but last year I keep a diary of my, because I'm sad like that, of my allotment, what I've planted, what harvests I got, what I didn't get, what worked, what didn't work. And last year, May and June in Blackpool, was hot. It was dry, there was no rain, and I had to come up to the allotment every single day and water it because it was that dry. It was that dry that it was cracking, all the ground were cracking. Even weeds weren't growing, that's how dry it was. So compared to last year, the weather this year, harping on about the weather again, has been absolutely dreadful. I can't get my head around it. We've had probably about, if you put it all together, maybe about 5, maybe a week of nice days in 2 months. That's all we've had. So anyway, I've been studying the weather to see where there might be some changes, and I'm predicting, weatherman here, weatherwoman, I'm predicting that from the 15th of June, the British weather is going to get warmer. And my prediction is, without even looking at a weather map or studying clouds that have been seeded, cloud seeding, there's another one. Has anybody else heard of that? That's such absolute rubbish, that somebody would actually try and instigate rain with all the floodings that's going on in the world. People think that it's the right thing to do is to put up chemicals into the clouds and make it rain. What is going on with your heads? You're supposed to be scientists, you're idiots. China does it, France are doing it, Spain are doing it. So you're not telling me that the results of all this rain is not coming from cloud seeding, because now I'm starting to believe it, because I've been reading into it and looking at how it's produced and how they do it, and it's just like, wow. Anyway, stop waffling on. So yeah, so the weather is, my prediction is we're going to have a heat wave. So July and August are going to be hot. So strap up your boots, because it's going to be a big one. And then we might suffer the other way then. So we'll see, watch this space. Right, I've put them in here. So at least they're protected from the weather now. So I'll give them a feed, and then this is what happens when you get water on the leaves all the time. Look at them, they look so bad. So I don't know whether they'll survive, but I'll give them a drink, I'll give them a feed, and I'll look after them for a few days and see what happens. Right, I want you to see, these are the tomato plants that I've, now when I brought them home, the leaves were all near enough all black, very dark, and I actually for a few seconds thought it might be blight, but it's not. I'm 99% sure that it's not. I think it's just weather damage, because over the last 2 days they've picked up and they look a lot more healthier and a lot more happy, and the leaves are turning, they've gone from black to like a green, they're going green. So I think I've won. I think I'm winning anyway. They started flowering as well, which it just looks like everything was just gonna drop off. So yeah, so they look much happier. They're not fully recovered, but they're out of intensive care, and they're on the ward. I've still got them in this corner just in case they have got any diseases, and then they can be removed quickly, but I don't think they have. I think they're all right. I think it's just weather damage. Like I say, tomatoes don't like wet leaves, and these have just been constantly wet, and this is what happens. This is a result of too much rain on an outdoor tomato plant, or rather on tomato plants being outdoors. So fingers crossed, I'm not there yet, but we're out of intensive care. It's a good one. I'll harvest this potato bag here. I think it's done. They've all dropped off. The leaves are all dying back. They've finished flowering. This is a sign that your potatoes are ready. So I'm going to harvest this potato bag. Let's have a look. Let's see what's in it. Right, I think that's it for this mixed bag. Well, it is. That is it for this mixed bag. So we've done a little bit of the allotment today, and we've done a little potato reveal. So I'm quite chuffed with them potatoes. I didn't pay much for them. They were pennies, literally. So I'm quite happy with them. And I'll have them for my tea. Well, I'll have some of them. There's too many for get a couple of meals out of that for us, I think. Salad tonight. Yum. Yep, so I am taking stuff. I don't actually show you, but I am harvesting stuff from my back garden, like lettuce and obviously potatoes now, and spinach. That's a regular thing, so I haven't bought lettuce for a while now. But I keep forgetting to show you what I'm harvesting. I just keep showing you what's growing. But lettuce is being harvested, and spinach, but it's coming towards the end of spinach now. But I've got some more growing in the greenhouse. So the next one, I think I'm going to do some sowing. I'll show you what I will be sowing in June, and planting, getting them ready to plant out in July. Then that'll be my last plant out that until I do a little bit of planting in winter. But like I said before, I think the garlic and everything that I did that I planted in the allotment last year, I'm going to plant here. So I've got plans for that now. I've already decided what I'm going to do with the garlic. I'll keep my eye on my tomatoes. So you have a great week, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. If you're new to my channel, thank you for subscribing. Or if you haven't subscribed, why have you not subscribed? If there's anything you want updating on, let me know. Otherwise, pop a comment in the bottom. I like reading your comments. If there's anything you need to ask, then fire away. Let's have a chat. So, see you next time. Bye for now.